April 10th, 1912, the world watched in awe. The RMS Titanic, the largest, most luxurious ship ever built, set sail on her maiden voyage. They called her unsinkable. But just 4 days later, that dream turned into a nightmare. The Titanic struck an iceberg in the icy waters of the North Atlantic, and within hours, over 1,500 lives were lost. But what if I told you? The real story is far more mysterious. Before the crash, Titanic received 7 ice warnings from nearby ships, yet Captain Edward Smith didn't slow down. Why? Some say he was under pressure from the ship's owners to reach New York ahead of schedule, to make headlines as the fastest ship on Earth. In fact, one of the final warnings was reportedly hidden by an executive to avoid panic among the passengers. That decision cost over 1,000 lives. But here's the part most people don't know. There was a ship close enough to save them. The SS Californian was only 37 kilometers away. Its crew saw distress flares from the Titanic, but their captain, Stanley Lord, assumed it was a party. He turned off the radio and went to sleep. When they woke up the next morning, all they saw were bodies floating in the freezing water. Titanic's builders claimed she was unsinkable because of her 16 watertight compartments. But when the iceberg tore through the hull, 6 of those compartments flooded, 2 more than the limit she could survive. And the so-called double-bottom hull, it didn't protect the sides where the impact hit. The unsinkable ship had a fatal weakness. At midnight, panic spread. Lifeboats meant for 65 people left with only 28. Why? Because passengers believed the ship could never sink. By 2:20 a.m., the Titanic broke in half and disappeared beneath the waves. Over 1,500 souls vanished into water that was minus 2 degrees Celsius. The wreck of the Titanic was found in 1985, lying 3.8 kilometers beneath the ocean. But even today, some mysteries remain. Why did the warnings go ignored? Why didn't help arrive sooner? And was the Titanic's downfall really just an accident, or a consequence of human pride? The Titanic wasn't just a ship. It was a symbol of human ambition, and the price of arrogance. Over a century later, its story still haunts the deep, reminding us that even the greatest creations can fall.